Telltale's The Walking Dead producer talks about the ending of Walking Dead and Clementine, and also the company's future and its much-needed improvements. And alongside that, Telltale apologizes to letting the players down in the past and much more. Also, before we begin, just giving you all a heads up, we have 29 days left to hit 10,000 subscribers. We're strong and we can do this. So if you're watching this and haven't subscribed yet, do us a favor by hitting that subscribe button. And if you're already a subscriber, first of all, thank you, and how's it going? Secondly, let us know in the comments which Walking Dead character from the games is your favorite. Now let's get started. Hey guys, I'm Nicole from SmackNPie and you're watching The Guy Gaming Show. First off, shout out to Tom Phillips from Eurogamer for this interview. And without further ado, let's get started. Telltale Games feels midway through a transition period. Last year saw it again a new CEO and shed a huge percentage of its workforce, as it slimmed down its ever-running factory line of episodic games. There are changes afoot too, with Telltale's own technology. A report back in June claimed The Walking Dead's fall season would be the last built on the studio's own aging Telltale tool engine, with future products built in Unity instead. At Gamescom, Tom sat down with The Walking Dead's executive producer, Brody Anderson, to ask about this transition period and why it was so important for Telltale to change. I don't have anything specific to comment on Unity, Anderson began when asked about the earlier report, but for this season, the tool was the only option for us. I will say we certainly, I think, have let players down in the past a little bit, just in terms of our engine's technology. It was really important this season to build some time in to make some improvements to the tool to add polish and quality of life experience. Rendering was one of the big ones. We now have fully dynamic lighting. We're using a different art style we call graphic black, which is tailored to look like a living comic book. Animation as well, specifically facial movements, an over-the-shoulder camera, and unscripted combat where in the past we've relied on quick-time event experiences. We're always pleased to innovate, and maybe in the previous season we didn't do enough of that. The expected move to Unity for upcoming projects like The Wolf Among Us second season. Once The Walking Dead is done, this channel will also move forward, as Smack has big plans for this channel, and we'll cover Wolf Among Us too. If you're interested in that or any game, let us know. We'll rip that game apart and its story for you guys. Also, the in-development Stranger Things game will likely bring further changes, though Anderson would not be drawn on those. Other changes at the studio are evident in the amount of its output this year, far less than previous. 2017 saw nearly 20 episodes launch across 5 game series. In 2018, the only new season Telltale has launched is The Walking Dead's Final Run, and from the report, there are only 50,000 to 100,000 copies sold at this point for Telltale's The Walking Dead fall season. It's not an official number, but somewhat close to the actual number. There hasn't been as many products in the marketplace this year compared to previous, which has allowed us to focus more and move to more of working on one game at a time with a dedicated team, Anderson explained. We do have other irons in the fire, but it's safe to say we're the biggest iron right now. We know we ran a little hot in previous seasons, and we're able to fully deliver the experience we may have wanted to. So that was important to focus in on a polished quality experience players love. We took that to heart before the development of this season, and this team is excited about it. What is coming instead, just 4 episodes, each released just 6 weeks apart, feels much leaner and more focused in comparison. For Clementine's swan song, Anderson says Telltale wanted to avoid any excess fat on the season's bones. The studio has also dated the entire season in advance. We made a video on that. You can check it. It'll be up in the cards. We were delighted we were able to do that. In the past, there's been some fair criticism about some gaps between episodes. Maybe not with The Walking Dead, but with some other Telltale series. So it was important for us to do that for fans so they know when the next episode was going to be. Every 6 weeks is going to be our plan. Development sometimes has some unforeseen circumstances, but right now we're going to be fully out before the end of the year. I can't speak for the other projects, but anything I work on that's episodic, we've seen the incredible response to that so far. We like to have that. And here comes the important part. You don't want to miss this. And how will it end? When asked, we started with the ending and we decided it would take 4 episodes to get to that, Anderson teased. There's going to be a variety of avenues throughout the season, but we won't ever make the player feel like they got the bad ending to the story. It's your ending. We'll make the player feel like they got the bad ending, huh? I see you, Telltale. Now, if for some reason you missed what Telltale has said, Smack saw through that statement. Here's what he had to say. To me, it's clear as crystal of how they're going here. You see, a few videos ago, I added that specific specifically in one of the scripts, the Clementine's ending will somehow, depending on your choices, will be somewhat satisfying. Allow me to explain. Bad ending means different things to so many players. Just like in The Last of Us, spoilers alert, when Joel lied to Ellie about fireflies and she accepted, that meant bad ending to some players, but they're still alive. That falls into good ending for some players. Or look at Life is Strange. Again, spoilers alert. In the end, if you choose to accept Chloe's fate, that to some player counts as good ending even though she's dead. And if you choose the other, it falls into good ending to some players because they're alive. Telltale knows that players will not be happy with killing Clementine, and some will see the opposite. A video on that will be up in the future, so giving them the choice of what they want with Clem in the end, alive or dead, again, depending on circumstances, will make player feel like, okay, I'm satisfied with my ending, and it's exactly how this series needs to end. Now, we really hope for the best for Telltale, as it's a rough time for them. Also, we got some stuff on each character. Not in leaks, but as its story, background, etc. It's really interesting. Each character will get their own separate video, so watch out for that. Other than that, if you enjoyed today's video, why don't you go ahead and hit that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. I'm Nicole, and until next time, take care and keep gaming.